Hello and welcome. I'm thrilled to speak with you today about Microsoft's approach to innovation and dive into some exciting breakthroughs that we've been working on in the world of AI. Innovation hinges on the ability to see the world differently and look in unexpected places. The very nature of innovation is that every time we reach a new frontier, we realize that we can do even more. That's why innovation is a journey, not a distinct destination. And it's so important to share this journey with our partners and our customers so they can come along with us and gain a deeper understanding of what's to come and the opportunities that it creates to transform and reimagine their businesses in ways that may seem inconceivable today. Innovation matters to your customers. It's important as trusted advisors that you inspire your customers with how we're envisioning the future, because knowing where we're going impacts their decisions of today. 59% of decision makers view thought leadership as a core driver when assessing a company's capabilities, and this clearly shows up in their decision-making process. Close to half of a customer's willingness to purchase is driven by thought leadership, and 12% is based on product capabilities. Because technological advancements and breakthroughs are foundational to our differentiated vision and our unique points of view on business, on industry, and the world. Our approach to innovation at Microsoft is anchored in three fundamental tenets. First, our work is focused on creating meaningful innovation for lasting impact. There are no flash-in-the-pan stunts. It's about how quickly we make our innovation available for customers to innovate on top of, because we believe the next breakthroughs are coming from companies across every industry, not just technology providers. And second, it's all about the applicability of the innovation, how it's put into action, whether it's being used to transform an entire business or tackle some of society's toughest challenges. It's about making that innovation real. During this health and economic crisis, this is more important than ever. Organizations need innovation that's anchored in real-world scenarios. And third, we believe technology must be developed responsibly in a way that earns trust. Society is speaking loud and clear, demanding innovation that improves lives and can be trusted. It's not just about what technology can do, it's also about what it should do. So now let's dive into one of our primary and most important areas of research, artificial intelligence. And I'm going to cover 4 key areas or trends that we believe will drive the future of AI and have significant impact on business. To get deeper in each of these trends, we've developed a super cool companion application for this session that gives you the opportunity to actually experience some of the projects and innovation we're working on in each of the areas. You can access the companion app using this URL or by scanning the QR code that'll pop up periodically throughout my talk. So let's start with the first area, AI at scale. We've seen extraordinary growth in the size and complexity of AI models over the past few years. And it was just a few short years ago when we were tremendously excited by breakthroughs that enabled us to be the first to achieve human parity in areas like vision, speech, and translation. Advancements in deep learning enabled these models to have millions of parameters. With the latest advancements in algorithms and computing, we're now able to exponentially increase the size of these models, going from millions to billions of parameters. And we've developed our own family of massive scale AI models called Turing. And to help customers ultimately leverage the full power of AI at scale, we recently announced our new AI supercomputer, which we're working on to provide advanced supercomputing infrastructure and optimization tools through Azure that are needed to train these massive scale models. You can go ahead and experience one of these models for yourself using our companion app. Now, these massive models are incredibly powerful, but that's not even the most important thing about them. Traditional AI models have been great at performing one task. You design and train an AI model for image classification, and then another model to predict your sales forecast. We're now learning how these massive models can take on multitudes of tasks, even in completely different domains or modalities. Imagine being able to apply a model in domains as different as medical research and law, or mixing modalities like audio and video, and having the ability to connect words to real-world concepts. Think about the exciting combinations that you can have between these domains and modalities, and how all of this will jumpstart the development of a brand new breed of applications that are hard to imagine today. And it's a game changer in terms of how we develop AI. Companies can also reuse these massive pre-trained models and customize them for their own scenarios using their domain expertise without having to develop them from scratch or without the data, compute, and skills it requires now. We're actually doing this internally at Microsoft, where our Turing models are being used today by different teams across the company, applying their domain expertise to improve language understanding tasks across Bing or Outlook, where it's getting implemented in the suggested reply feature, or Dynamics 365 to predict customer churn. So that our customers can also leverage these advanced AI models and technologies, we're working to enable all of this within an AI platform that extracts the underlying complexities and brings state-of-the-art AI to organizations. Breakthroughs like these create real opportunity and fuels a whole new level of innovation and growth potential for the partner and ecosystem with our customers. Let me share a video where Luis Vargas, our partner technical advisor here at Microsoft, talks about this incredible revolution in more detail.
Our ability to communicate, to express ourselves through written, spoken, and visual language is a fundamental aspect of what makes us human. If we want to create an artificial intelligence capable of augmenting human ingenuity, we must start with language. Innovation hinges on our ability to see the world differently, breaking boundaries and looking in unexpected places to help solve some of the world's toughest challenges. As humans, we master language by making connections. It takes us many years to learn about the relationships between words and the importance of context. I'm a new father to a 1-year-old girl, and I see her learn little by little about language. Every night, we read her books with pictures of animals, things, and places, my wife in English and I in Spanish. Basically, we're giving her large amounts of language and image data in 2 languages. And I can see her starting to correlate concepts across the 2. The other day, she saw a puppy in the street, and when my wife asked her what it was, she said, dog. When I asked her, she said, perro. There is hidden complexity in seeing an object and then identifying and accessing the word or words needed to describe it, and then doing this in multiple languages. Now, imagine what it might take to understand a sentence, a whole Wikipedia article, or an entire novel. In the past, we used rule-based systems to try to mimic this understanding in machines, but there was no genuine language comprehension at all. Later, we taught these machines how to model language in a mathematical way with vectors. Still, this didn't really give our machines a rich understanding of conceptual relationships. What was missing was context. Today, our language models are learning language by essentially reading the book through an approach called self-supervised learning. It works like this. We give our model a huge amount of text, and as it processes the text, we ask it to predict words based on the surrounding context. As the model does this hundreds of millions to billions of times, it starts to build an understanding of the underlying language concept and grammar. We think of the development of AI similar to how we think of the development of the human brain. Synapses between neurons build cognitive capabilities in humans, and in AI, these neural connections are called parameters. A year ago, the largest AI models had around 1 billion parameters. Our latest model, called Turing, has 17 billion. We anticipate that the trend will continue into the hundreds of billions of parameters and then trillions. The only way to train a model with billions or even trillions of parameters is with large-scale infrastructure composed of clusters of hundreds to thousands of machines with specialized hardware, all interconnected by high-bandwidth networks. The Azure cloud provides us with such clusters. We then need to distribute the training of the model across all of these machines. Over the past year, we have developed optimization techniques that reduce the resources that we need and still train models faster on the same infrastructure. We have recently open-sourced these techniques to enable everyone to train large AI models much more efficiently. General language is sometimes not enough to support the tasks needed. Let's say you give a human a foundational education, where they gain a general understanding of the world. This is similar to how we develop our AI models. We start with a high school level model, which has learned from all the data available on the internet. We send this baseline model to build on its abilities in specific domains. For example, the productivity domain for Office, the business domain for Dynamics, or the professional domain for LinkedIn. As our language model learns from domain data, it does so within the context of each organization in a privacy-compliant manner. An emerging generation of even larger models is now learning from this data and functioning in a more generalized way, combining language, images, video, and speech. Even with these amazing recent achievements, the reality is AI is still in its infancy. For example, we're still far from AI that can use common sense reasoning to draw conclusions. In the search for greater intelligence, civilizations and humanity thrive. Every time we reach a new AI frontier, we realize we can do better. As research advances and we magnify human intelligence with artificial intelligence, we may gain a clearer and deeper understanding of ourselves and of one another.
The AI supercomputer is a great example of breakthrough innovation in the cloud, and we're also seeing AI get more powerful on the edge. This power is enabling a new revolution in the core operations of our customers, moving from static, automated operations with fixed rules to truly dynamic, autonomous systems that have the ability to perceive their environment and react to it in real time. Autonomous systems is an area that has taken on an even higher sense of urgency in the context of COVID. We're seeing customers looking to innovate faster, wanting to quickly enable contactless scenarios like the autonomous navigation of sanitizing robots or self-calibrating machines to avoid delays in operations or autonomously controlling the safety of food processing. And this new revolution means engineers, the mechanical, industrial, and chemical engineers who create these physical systems, they now need to have AI added to their toolkit to help them design these autonomous systems. And our goal is to empower these engineers for this AI transformation. We're pioneering technologies like machine teaching to give them the ability to train physical systems using their domain expertise. And we're putting AI in the engineer's toolkit in a way that makes technologies like reinforcement learning accessible to them without having to learn data science or have a data science background. You can also experience a fun use case of machine teaching in our companion app. So some of this may sound a little out there, but the reality is we have customers already embracing this revolution today and using it to innovate and solve real-world business problems. SCG's engineers were using traditional methods to operationalize their manufacturing process, which typically took months. Through our preview program, we gave them access to these technological advancements, which enabled them to autonomously discover the optimal settings, reducing time spent on the process from months to a week. Clearly, the impact of achieving 10 to 20 times improvement through AI-powered autonomous systems is transformational. And because these autonomous systems are interacting and learning from people with domain expertise, developers and engineers can more easily and programmatically design transparency and safety into their solutions, like this drone that you see flying behind me that's autonomously navigating around obstacles. We now have a few dozen customers engaged in our preview program, learning and working to solve problems across these real-world scenarios, like chemical processing, logistics, and manufacturing. At Build, we recently opened up access to our preview service called Project Bonsai, and I invite you to explore whether we can also help your customers accelerate their innovation. And we believe the full potential of AI can only be realized when it's put in everyone's hands, making it accessible and approachable to all roles in an organization, not just the technical functions, so that all employees have the ability to both consume and create AI. This is about empowering all employees to augment their unique skills and expertise, which is vital for every organization. So far, much of the emphasis around AI has been to free us up from repetitive tasks. The next exciting frontier of AI is about helping us augment our powerful reasoning capabilities. This is especially relevant for knowledge workers, people with deep domain expertise or business knowledge, whether it's in product design, construction, or marketing. Taking the health domain as an example, medical professionals spend years learning. There's medical school, followed by ongoing learning and training to ensure they stay current in their domain. Research shows that in the time of the 1950s, medical knowledge doubled over the course of 50 years. By 2010, medical knowledge doubled every 3.5 years, making it that much more challenging to maintain deep domain expertise. And now, it's projected that today's medical knowledge will double every 73 days, which is just fantastical until you realize that over the past few months, over 50,000 medical papers have been published on COVID-19 alone. How can any researcher read all that information, much less retain it? Subject matter and domain experts will need to increase their ability to reason over vast amounts of expanding knowledge beyond what's considered possible today. And this is right in the sweet spot of where AI can help. It may feel like science fiction, but we're already working with several customers on this vision to push the boundaries across many subject domains, from science to engineering, manufacturing, and health. And I'm particularly excited about the partnership between Microsoft Research and Novartis in the pharmaceutical space. Novartis is now using AI to expand domain knowledge across different departments in their company, encompassing 50,000 of their employees, from research to manufacturing and distribution. Novartis researchers are using AI to augment their expertise and domain knowledge to help accelerate discoveries that have the potential to become life-saving medicines. Let me show you a video of this exciting story.
Every person contributes something unique in their job. In a pharmaceutical company like Novartis, the important aspect is finding more targets, more molecules that could eventually become a life-saving medicine. We generate data at every point of our value chain. In our alliance with Microsoft, we are innovating at the intersection of AI and life sciences, building the elemental blocks of AI such that every associate can put them together in exciting new ways. This will allow them to reason, innovate, and ultimately augment their expertise and creativity.
As a researcher, our core work is to develop new drugs. But the amount of information in the world of medicine is constantly growing. Using AI, we've been able to bring together critical information across data sources. By using our scientific knowledge and reasoning on top of AI models, we can accelerate our discovery.
We can navigate each other's data, make all this accessible, exchangeable, so that the next colleague can add his piece of work. We will be able to make connections which impacts the patients, but also us as researchers.
Every field, every industry is becoming a data-dependent, data-driven field. AI has a fundamental capability as a complement to the human expertise. If we infuse it at every single step of the workflow, we can empower our people and bring the magic of AI in a meaningful way.
Now, bringing these three trends together, you can envision the huge transformation that's coming. These trends will bring AI to every facet of the business and every employee in the organization. It's really a seismic level transformation. Just as advances in technology transformed every company into a software company, innovations in AI will transform every company into an AI-powered company. Of course, transformations of this magnitude come with associated risks and challenges, and this especially holds true with AI. There are challenges that enterprises need to address quite seriously. Responsible AI starts with principles that reflect your intentions, your values, and goals. In 2016, we established 6 principles, such as fairness, privacy, transparency, and others, that guide everyone at Microsoft creating, using, and applying AI. And to make these principles real, we had to rethink how we developed software. And we created new practices that redefined each step in the development cycle. And we've shared these learnings in our Responsible AI Resource Center with assets like the AI Fairness Checklist, Human AI Interaction Guidelines, Inclusive Design Guidelines, and many others. And beyond this, responsible AI itself is an area of important innovation. We're pioneering tools and technologies to help customers develop AI responsibly. To support the principle of transparency, our work on explainable AI will open the black box of AI models to make decisions more transparent to everyone, or our innovation on tools like FairLearn to help identify and fix bias in algorithms. In the space of privacy and security, you don't need to sacrifice privacy to access the benefits of AI. Microsoft Research is leading the way in advanced techniques like homomorphic encryption and differential privacy, where we can realize the benefits of AI trained on shared data while keeping your personal data private. You can learn more about differential privacy in the Companion app. Only by developing AI responsibly can it earn the trust of society. By building on a strong foundation of responsible AI, our focus is to empower people around the world to positively transform society through AI. And societal change requires an even greater scale of innovative ideas, technologies, and partnership. 6 months ago, we launched our AI for Health program, providing resources and grants for people innovating on AI applications for health. We launched this program right before the COVID crisis, and how little we knew at that time just how relevant this program would be. And the response has been incredible, with over 127 grantees from 13 countries. We're so excited to see the incredible innovations coming from these grantees, from enabling researchers to further the development of diagnoses, vaccines, and treatments, to optimizing for the allocation of scarce resources. I'm deeply inspired by the personal story and motivation behind an important project to help reduce some of the burden on vital frontline healthcare workers and overwhelmed healthcare systems. It's the first of many stories we'll be sharing of the people behind the amazing work being done in AI as part of a new series we're launching next month called Humans and AI, where we'll celebrate the heroes using AI to make the world a better place. Please roll the video.
My biggest aspiration is to create technology that helps humanity. I've been passionate about technology and medicine since the age of 12. When my twins were born, within 1 month my mother died. It was a very soul-searching time for me. I realized that I should have become a doctor. But in Israel, you can't get into the medicine school after a certain age, so it was too late for me. When Microsoft got into the healthcare space, I had to be part of it. I was working in my regular job, and nights and weekends, I laid a foundation to create a team that drives health AI technology. When coronavirus hit, we saw there were many frontline healthcare organizations overwhelmed all around the world. We worked to power the COVID-19 symptom checker that could help people assess themselves and relieve the burden of the healthcare workers. Within just 3 months, we've powered more than 1,700 healthcare bot instances in 23 different countries. This really helped reduce the anxiety of patients, but also helped reduce the burden from the healthcare systems. When we learned that plasma donations from coronavirus survivors can help treat other patients, we joined the Plasma Alliance to help power a healthcare bot to screen potential plasma donors for COVID-19. There is so much more that we can do using artificial intelligence to help take healthcare forward. We feel humbled and fortunate to have this technology that can help people. I don't know if we've actually saved lives, but if we've helped even one person, I'll be happy.
I hope you've enjoyed this short jaunt on our innovation journey and that we've inspired you to learn more about our bold innovation bets. I encourage you to also have this level of conversation with your customers. As I said at the outset of this talk, as trusted advisors, it's vital that you inspire your customers, give them insight and a deeper understanding of the exciting things to come and the opportunities that it creates for them to reimagine and transform their business. For more innovation stories and deeper technical dives, please visit Microsoft.com/innovation. And from Microsoft AI, I encourage you to go out to Microsoft.com AI and check out our highly popular online AI business school, as well as the Responsible AI Resource Center that'll help you in having strategic conversations with your customers. Also, make sure to check out our on-demand session, Leveraging AI Business School to Supercharge AI Engagements, where you can get best practices and tips on how to deliver AI Business School sessions for your own customers. We're honored to have you join us on this innovation journey. Thank you.